Hey guys, what's going on? It's JCWgamer here. Welcome back to another Walking Dead video. And did Clementine kill Lee without realizing? I've been thinking about this for a long time, and it looks like no one else has done a video on this, and it's like my first proper theory video, so props to me. And before I get onto the actual topic, I don't mean when Clem shoots Lee, if you chose to do that like I did, because I know there's gonna be people in the comments like, oh, Lee was like, oh yeah, Clem shoot me, oh yes, although you know, in season 2 and season 3 and season 4, when you actually reference me because I'm that popular, you know, you're just gonna be completely oblivious. Like, you didn't mean to kill me. It's completely on accident when I told you to. It's not like you know, pulled the trigger and thought, you know what? He might not be dead. He might respawn. Yeah, like that. No, that's not what I meant. I mean, when Lee got bit, I thought, yeah, not the obvious. You know, when Clem actually pulled the trigger. That was pretty obvious because in season 2 and season 3 and season 4. Every time she brings him up, it's like, I shot him! Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure she knows that Lee's dead. But that's not what I meant when she shoots him. I mean when the actual event of him getting bit happens, alright? Just want to make that clear. And this goes all the way back to season 1, episode 4. Obviously the episode where Lee gets bit. And it starts off where we encounter Clementine in episode 3, actually. She's talking to someone on her walkie-talkie, but we don't know who this is until episode 4. We find out who this is when Clementine is asleep and we hear our walkie-talkie go off, along with the stranger persuading Clem to, say that, oh yeah, her parents is in Savannah. I've got them there with me. Obviously that was a lie. And it was just completely fake, but that groomed Clem into thinking that her parents were with this stranger, and she's obviously going to choose her parents over Lee. Well, we found that out because obviously, Lee didn't get told this from Clementine. Clementine did not tell Lee about this man on her walkie-talkie that said her parents was in Savannah. So this obviously, like I said, goes back to episode 4 when she is talking to this stranger without Lee knowing, and when episode 4 no, sorry, that was episode 3. Sorry, that was episode 3, and that was like literally the cliffhanger.
She's out cold like I've never seen. What the?
Can't wait for you to get to Savannah, Clementine. I got your parents right here, and you be sure to find me, whether Lee wants you to or not. Now, what I need...
Holy shit.
I thought that fucking thing was broken.
So did I.
Well, it sounds like somebody knows where we're headed.
Who the fuck?
I don't know, but I doubt we're gonna be happy when we find out.
And when episode 4 begins, Lee obviously is not very happy with Clem, doesn't give her back her walkie-talkie, no matter what choice you do, because the group, and obviously Kenny, is not happy with it. But in episode 4, we see the stranger when we are digging up this grave. Oh no, so we already had the grave dig up because of this family's dog. But when we go to this house in episode 4, we see in the attic this kid starved to death. So obviously he's a walker. We kill him, and we pick him up, as a nice Lee Everett we are, and put him in the grave with his dog. And we encounter this stranger at the gate of the house. And I'm going to quickly show you this clip here, and I'm going to tell you what I think and why this stranger actually appeared at the house watching Lee really mysteriously in the first place.
Hey! Hey!
Lee, what's going on?
saw someone standing there by the fence, watching us.
A walker?
No, too fast. Took off like a bat out of hell when I spotted him.
Was it a man or a woman?
Didn't get a good enough look.
What does it matter?
I'm wondering if it's the same guy who's been following us. The guy on the radio.
So Clementine goes missing twice in episode 4, and it's a little bit coincidental, right? Because this guy is standing there really weirdly, and the first time she actually goes missing, she ends up, like, end up finding her in the shed with the boat. Don't know why she was in there with the door shut, especially as Lee was looking for her for a long time after Lee got back after being stuck in the drain in the sewer. And we had to, go back on our own. We had that little mission where it was in the sewer. We had to go back, and we wanted to say hi to Clementine. She's she's just in the shed. It's so random. I don't think the stranger actually spoke to her yet. But the second time she goes missing, Lee is falling asleep on the sofa, and Clem is fell asleep on the windowsill. And she was crying as we said to her, you know what, I don't think you're going to well, I think Clem assumed, and she knows that we're lying, that we're not going to see her parents because we were doing a different plan on going on a boat. So she cried herself to sleep, and as we woke up, Clem wasn't there. Clem is just completely just, no one knew where she was. Lee woke up, he goes downstairs, and as we are looking for Clementine, and it's everyone's like, oh god, what, oh no, what's happened again? She's gone missing again. And the second time it isn't as friendly. She's not in the shed, we find out. So we head outside in front of the house, and we see Clementine's hat on the floor, and it's perfectly placed, right? You don't, your hat doesn't fly off, and you don't pick, especially if your hat has just been there, you don't lose your hat like that. You would definitely just pick it up. Clementine has lost her hat before. She hadn't found it. She didn't know where it was. Yeah, fair enough. We got it. But that's such an obvious place to see your hat. Now, I don't know if the stranger told Clementine to perfectly place her hat there. Obviously, the wind could blur it, so it's a bit retarded. But I don't know if she purposely did that, or the stranger forced her out and, grabbed her, and obviously her hat fell off. So I don't think that obviously happened, especially as the guy said that she would never hurt Clem. We could have me and Clem could have a family. I know how to take good care of her. This guy's had, I think, a daughter, had a kid before, I don't know, before the apocalypse, and he knows how to look after a child, and he's assuming that Lee can't do that, but because he's been watching us the whole time, and or he's got a little radio thing. But anyway, we pick up this hat, and maybe the stranger did tell Clem to do it without realizing and not telling why, because this guy is just okay, yeah, Clem, put your hat there. Just put it there. I'm not going to tell you why. So Lee can find you. Could probably find your traces. Okay, and Clem's like, yeah, okay. So that could bring Lee to me. That could help Lee find where I am. So Lee heads around, around the entrance of the house, and obviously we see a cardboard box or a thin bit of cardboard, and there's surprisingly a walkie-talkie next to the cardboard, box. I think it's a cardboard box. It's a cardboard. It's a bit of cardboard, right? So, and it's right next to the walkie-talkie, and I think the walkie-talkie is actually, yeah, it's right next to the cardboard. So we pick up the walkie-talkie, and there's a walker behind the cardboard, and that's so random. Why a walkie-talkie is perfectly placed there, and Clementine's hat's perfectly placed down, and they're very close to each other. So now what I'm thinking here is that either the stranger put the cardboard there, he somehow saw the walker on the ground, because obviously you can't lead walkers, obviously that early in the apocalypse you wouldn't know how to do it, especially the stranger, he's not that smart, and he found this walker, so he put some cardboard over it, somehow, and the walkie-talkie, obviously Clem put there, because she had the walkie-talkie. The stranger told Clem to put that there, so Clem, I'm in the marsh house, you know where that is, so put the walkie-talkie down, I'll speak to you when you see me. And before Lee could think why this walkie-talkie was placed here, he got jump scared, and the guy on the radio on the other end must have said, Clem, you need to run quickly because there's a walker behind there, but he didn't say there was a walker behind the piece of cardboard, because Clem was expected for Lee to follow her traces, because if there's a walker behind there, she's not going to put it down. So because the walker was so quiet, she was like, yeah, okay, I'll put it down, I'm going to quickly run to you because my parents are there. So that's it, literally. Clem puts the walkie-talkie down, leaves a trail with her hat, she's completely oblivious on why she needs to do this, but she just wants to find her parents. Lee actually follows the steps, and as a player, we didn't know that this was the plan. The stranger meets up with Clem, and when we actually see the stranger, Clem is being locked up in a room, and she's not with her parents. Her parents are turned into walkers, and the stranger is waiting for Lee to arrive. So the stranger is not nice to Clem, the stranger is not nice to Lee. Lee dies and puts Clem through this trauma of having to either leave or shoot Lee, and this stranger literally has caused all of this, you know, emotion and this rush and having to get out of Savannah, and like Kenny and all that. He killed Kenny. He killed everyone because Kenny sacrificed himself, but to get to Clementine, he sacrificed because Krista could have went down that hole, or Ben could have died. He sacrificed himself, and we don't see Lee Clem. We don't see Kenny until season 2 because of this, and the stranger has literally, if you think about it, has caused all of this craze in episode 5. And so this is why my theory has just been, Clementine has accidentally killed Lee because of what the stranger has told Clem to do. Place down the hat there perfectly. Hopefully the wind doesn't blow it away, and this would, make Lee want to think, oh yeah, Clem must have went this way. Goes round, the walkie-talkie's placed, very nicely next to this piece of cardboard, and a walker is behind there, and the stranger has this bright idea. You know what? Yeah, Clem. You know what? No, Clem. Put that walkie-talkie there. Alright, just quickly run, because I don't want you to die. I mean, I wouldn't care too much. I just want Lee to die, really. If you do survive, Clem, then yeah, cool. I just don't want Lee with you, really. So, you know what? Lee dies, his plan goes perfectly, and he doesn't feel much guilt. He doesn't even bring it up because Clem blatantly has done the murder. But Clem doesn't even know it. Lee doesn't even know it, but the stranger knows this. When he meets Lee, he's like, "You look terrible." He doesn't even look shocked. He just knows that I bet he's thinking in his head like, "Yeah, great, this is fantastic." So it's not good, but everyone, you know what? Season 1, my worst character, my least favourite character is the stranger, because she just thought, yeah, he's caused all of this of being a little stalker on that radio thing. He caused it. I can't believe it. This stranger's not even talked much about this game. He's not even a memorable character. We don't talk about him, and it's not because he made Clem kill this guy, killed Lee. It's because he's just not a memorable character. We only see him for 10 minutes in episode 5, but he actually caused Lee's death, and we don't talk about it that much. It's crazy. But that's gonna be it, guys. Before I do go though, I just wanted to let you guys know that Skybound has released an official release date of The Walking Dead: The Final Season to be released on disc, and that is on March the 16th, which is the actual official release date of episode 4, which I don't want to talk about because it's only a month away. And I have noticed many references since season 1 and season 4. Since the release of the final season, episode 1 to episode 3, there has been many references to season 1. I'm not doubting there's not going to be any references in episode 4, like Clem losing her arm, because don't forget, in episode 3, you and AJ had a 3-minute conversation on what happens if Clem does get bit, and it was very emotional, because it's very did just tease that Clem could possibly get bit in episode 4, and she's just referencing in season 1 because Lee got bit in episode 4 in season 1, but season 4 is our finale. Episode 4 in season 4 is our finale. Don't forget, that was the penultimate finale in season 1, so you never know what could happen. Clem could get bit in episode 4, and also die in episode 4, because we've only got one episode left. We don't know what's going to happen, but I'm just, you never know. But like I said, there's been many references so far in season 4. For example, the intro scene with the car in episode 1 season 1.
Well, I reckon you didn't do it then. What you doing there, goofball?
As well as the scene in Season 1, Episode 4, when Molly calls Lee a chicken.
Okay, so now we're on the roof.
Do you ever stop complaining? Come on. Come on, what are you, chicken? Jump!
What did you call me? Well, now that you mention it.
So, we're checking the walls?
Yep, from up there. That's the best view. You ready for a climb?
Looks a little dangerous.
What's more dangerous than walkers? Or that death trap you called a car?
Okay, fair.
Come on, you're not chicken, right?
No.
Now I'm thinking about chicken nuggets. Do you remember that?
Now, obviously, I can't forget the most memorial one that everyone noticed in Episode 3 if you were observing AJ or what he was looking at. In Season 1, Episode 2, the Salt Lick reference. Roll it.
Katja says Mabel could have her baby tonight.
We'll see, Clementine.
What's this thing?
Daddy said it's called a salt lick.
Yeah, but don't lick it. It's gross.
Did you lick it?
I don't know.
Clem, what's this?
It's called a salt lick.
Salt lick? Ugh, sounds gross. Or maybe it's actually good, like chips. Those are salty, right? Like the snack bag in the car.
Whatever you do, don't lick it. It tastes horrible.
Wait a minute, how do you know? Did you lick it?
I don't know.
They are only a few references that I have shown you guys. When The Walking Dead the final season has been completed, I will do one big video on all references that I have found myself. Any in that video that I have missed that you guys think you might have seen that may be a reference to any other season, in that comment section, and maybe just tell people what it was, or maybe you can upload it on your channel. Just send a link in my comment section and you can then show people what it was. That would be awesome. So yeah, that's going to be it, guys. I hope you all enjoyed this theory video. Let me know what you thought of it in the comment section below. So like I said, season 4 has had many references relating to season 1 and possibly other seasons too. So let's just hope Lee's end isn't referenced with Clementine in the final episode. Peace.
Time to go, Clementine. You've got people that need you.